Starting off, another hashtag for silly videos that we love. Welcome to my channel, guys. A lot of stuff has arrived. I really took advantage of the 20% off at Riachuelo, not just for me, but for my family too. So I'm going to show you everything. Some shoes from Arezzo also arrived, which I bought over the weekend. I'll explain to you how that went. And what else? There should be a few more things here. Not everything here is mine, okay? A lot of things are borrowed. But among these borrowed things, there are also some of my own things that you don't know about yet. So I'll try to show as many things as possible and open these boxes because I'm curious. There's one more big one. There's this one here. Let me start with this one, which is shoes. And shoes, I know I bought them. Oh, these are my dad's shoes. Do you want to see? I think they're my dad's. They're from Olympicus. It was his birthday, my dad's, on the 23rd. And I bought 2 pairs of shoes for him. I'll show you later, so let me show you what we have from Riachuelo here. I'll tell you right now that there's Casa Riachuelo, and Casa Riachuelo also has a Rita Saraiva coupon. Actually, it works for everything, guys, on the website. Women's, men's, kids, and also Casa Riachuelo. I think this big toe came out kind of pinkish. I don't know what color it says it is on the website, but now I'm kind of bothered by the color. But it's size 15, and here's a tip that it's going to start getting cold. I don't know if you guys have any decent blankets, but I don't have any until now. Ever since I got married, I used to borrow from my mom. When we lived in an apartment, I felt it wasn't as cold as a house. Do you feel that way? I never needed a good blanket since it never got as cold as when we were kids. Now I'm feeling the need to have a good blanket, so I bought that one over there. I'll show it to you better in a minute. And in this box, we have a pair of Crocs sandals for Luquinha. Look how cute. He doesn't own plastic shoes like these, guys. These purchases are so random. What's happening? There's a lot to show you, and many things aren't mine since you won't care about my stuff. Oh, silly me. We've already taken out 2 things that were really mine from the other box, and now let's start with this box. And Bia will cut out anything you wouldn't be interested in, but let's go because I'm curious. Ta-da! Oh, pajamas, are you interested? We like this one, guys. These pajamas from Riachuelo come with this tag. Soft touch. It feels really nice. It's not that polyamide I told you about. It's like a cool lycra, but it has a touch, oh, kind of like suede, you know? Really nice. Pajamas. I like to get a size up, but that's totally up to you. I usually wear a small, but I buy medium pajamas. This one's mine, and I'll open the other box to see the knit I bought without looking at it first. I usually like to check things out in store before buying to avoid exchanges, but I bought this one on impulse. Oh, I think it's cute. Look, I'm kind of tired of some stripes. I can't really explain it. I think it was the black and white stripes, but the winter ones, because sometimes I've been wearing white, black t-shirts. I loved it. I can't say which ones I'm tired of, but I really liked this one because I'm wearing some Luisa Barcelos boots I showed in my last shopping haul video. And it's beige with black, and I realized that black and white looks really good with it. And with this one, I was thinking of that idea, especially since there was also the brown one. I'm not sure if I got both. I think I only got this one, the black with the off-white. It's really cute. I liked it here too. In the other box, guys, I got another pair of my favorite wide leg pants. So this is the wide leg one. She's wearing the true to size number, but it does stretch a little, and my size 36 is pretty loose. Actually, this one looks really good with a belt, but without a belt, it's really loose. So I wanted to try fitting into the 34. But actually, I needed to give these pants to someone who really wears size 34 so they could stretch them out and give them back to me. I don't know if I can fit into these. I'll let you know later. If not, I'll just stick with the 36. Guys, these pants fit so well. Look, they look great on the body. And what I like the most and recommend to you is the color because it doesn't have all those ugly details, you know? If you're short, just hem it yourself with scissors. It'll look better. Whenever I show mine, everyone thinks it looks cooler than the website version, right? First of all, it's amazing. Guys, I don't know why, but I don't feel this way about clothes in general, but with jeans, I think none of the fast fashion brands deliver the original color of the pants. I pick up the pants, there's a pair of jeans here. Sometimes they're really beautiful. Ones I actually like and am recommending. I check the website myself and tell them the pants reference doesn't match the model photo. They're honestly using a different pair of pants. I think it's impossible. Well, not impossible, but it's hard to buy jeans online without seeing someone trying them on, like bloggers trying them on, because it can be really misleading. Some of them are really pretty, but there are some where you just think, no, there's no way the pants the girl is showing are the same as the ones on the website. Well, this one is for Lulu Listradinho, navy blue and white, which I really like, and I really enjoy going out with it in my palette. Oh, guys, my baby, he's 2 years and 4 months old, and he's in a clothing transition. He just outgrew size 2, and now he's in size 3 and 4, which is a bit big. but I don't have the courage to buy size 3 anymore because 3 is already his current size. Moms always have to buy a little bigger, so now I'm getting everything in size 4. As usual, the clothes didn't fit for the next season. Let me see what else I can find for myself here. Oh, this is a pair of pants, a pool balloon, size 34 if I'm not mistaken. That balloon style you all are in love with. My Riachuelo one, which I got from Riachuelo last year, and I only found out about it in this gift box this year. It's from Pool, and it's a balloon style too, and I think it's exactly the same. This pair of pants, guys, it's so beautiful and so long. My mom hemmed it with Vita crepe and it worked out great. This one is really black. I liked it, guys. It's so pretty. Later, we'll try it on calmly, but it looks funny. Do you guys have that sense about clothes when you see an outfit of having an idea of more or less how it's going to fit, how it's going to look on your body? I don't. I look at it like this, and it's hard for me to be wrong. There are things I look at and say, wow, this is going to fit badly. And sure enough, it does fit badly. But this one looks good. I'm hopeful. Well, more stuff for Luquinha, more stuff for Luquinha. Guys, as a mom, are you moms? I'm a first-time mom. I've only been a mom for a short time. But do you think it's possible to go shopping and not get at least a little t-shirt for them? I think it's impossible. Sometimes he's not even doing anything, thankfully, but I still look for something for myself. Am I just making a cart for him? This one is Peruvian cotton, size S. It's actually for my brother because he's small like me. But guys, this Peruvian cotton I'm wearing, it's from C&A and it's size S. It's men's. Can you believe it? I loved it because the shoulder is dropped, and it fits really loose on the body. I really like the effect it gives, and I also got the men's Peruvian cotton. Because look, if I want to wear it with leggings, for example, on my last trip, I wore it with leggings. I wore a sweatshirt I have that's long like this, and I put a trench coat on top, and it worked out really well. I realized that if the trip hadn't been so cold and I wanted to wear a t-shirt, I didn't have a long one. That would cover my little Priscilla. I saw a girl with her little Priscilla. I think it's funny. That would cover my little Priscilla there. Now, the tip about the long t-shirt for those who enjoy wearing leggings to create a look is super valid. Guys, speaking of a controversial trend, are you enjoying this talk about clothes, fitness wear that lets you do everything, solve your life? And at the end of the day, go to the gym, or at the beginning of the day, go to the gym and then spend the day in the same outfit. I don't know. I've been seeing like jumpsuits with blazers. I don't know. It didn't convince me. Of course, since I work with fashion, right? I can't talk badly about things anymore because I know I contradict myself very easily. But for now, I'm still not finding it that cool. Guys, this is for my friend's birthday. She loves hot pink and it's a set of 2 makeup bags. What happens? My friends and I even want to invite you to do this with your friends. We promised to meet every month by the end of the month because I saw, besides us having this commitment, I watched a reel of friends who promised to meet monthly and made a toast each time, January, February, March, and so on, then reunited at year's end. These gatherings are really great. I feel like women have less need to do this than men. You are like that. I'm not attached to friends. I'm that kind of person who just makes friends. On the first day, I greet everyone, but I'm not really like that. I don't have that thing of, oh, my friend, I need to call her my friend, I need to invite my friend. I'm totally like that. I like my friends, of course, but I don't have that thing, I even wish I could be nicer about that. We're having a get-together for my friend's birthday, and I'm giving her a present. Still, I wish I could be closer to people, even though I already am in some ways. I tend to live in my own world and focus on my family and husband. Even when dating, that was my main focus. I'm not really into having friends. Comment here. When I said this once, a lot of people related to it and some people didn't, but that's okay. There are also things that are on sale with a discount coupon at Riachuelo. Havaianas, have you bought Havaianas recently? It comes in a package like bread. I think that's really cool. So I bought new Havaianas size 35 or 36, which is my shoe size, guys. Havaianas tip. I know people love to do Havaianas gift exchanges and buy really cool, trendy Havaianas. There are lots of beautiful and cute ones. But do you really think a flashy Havaianas works for an outfit? I don't know, I just can't like them. That's really my opinion. Hashtag my looks, my rules. I only like these ones with the thin strap.
Essa aqui eu achei mais rosé.
The golden one, and as clean as possible. I think you just need to have a good one like this, like with nothing on it. But it's also because I like light colored nails. I'm all about the little details. This is another one of those, which is for my mom. Guys, I'm going to skip this part because it's all baby stuff, like pajamas and sweatshirts. Moms of boys might want to see this, but I'll skip it since most people don't have one. Also, tip, Carter's and Riachuelo are the same. What's going on? I don't know how this happened, but from what I understand, it was Riachuelo that brought Carter's to Brazil. I think they contacted me saying, hey, we have a fast fashion brand. That's just my guess, with my own thoughts as the source. They probably said, we have a big fast fashion brand in Brazil. We want to sell your brand. Don't you want to partner with us? I think Carter's agreed, and now all the Carter's stores we see in the malls belong to Riachuelo. And when there isn't a physical Carter's store, they sell Carter's inside Riachuelo. You get it? So, here in Sorocaba, there used to be a lot of Carter's, and when it opened, because Carter's here isn't very new, it's not very old either, they stopped selling Carter's inside Riachuelo, in my Riachuelo. It's pretty big, but they don't sell Carter's. They have like 3 or 4 little things. That's it, you know? The collection. And just so you understand why, you get a discount coupon at Carter's, so let people know about that. This story goes like this. Look, the source isn't very reliable, but the truth is that Riacho sells Carter's. Ricardo Sergio is from Riacho, and Ricardo Sergio from Riacho, that's for sure, okay? And they accept Rita Saraiva's coupon. Well, I think there was something I was going to say in the third person. Use Rita Saraiva's coupon. Take this tip from Rita Saraiva. Guys, let me show you what's here, because even I'm curious. Oh, it's clothes. Oh no, it's boots. So what's going on? You know that suede is super trendy right now, so I got it. I think in the last video, if I'm not mistaken, I showed you a suede boot with a closed heel. I thought it was there, but it's not. Riacho released a pointed toe version. Look, and guys, this looks so beautiful in an outfit. You know what I really like about suede? In black for boots, because it looks really dark, you know? It adds an extra touch to the outfit. It looks really vibrant. I love that. And here's a tip for when you're buying boots, whether it's the ones I recommend here or any others you see out there. Seam in the middle, you know that annoying seam that people hate on pants? Well, I feel the same way about boots. So, guys, I went through that too. I'm going to show you the shoes I bought at Arezzo over the weekend. Half of Arezzo's collection has that seam on the boots. I said, oh my God, there's even one that has embroidery like this, and you know, that woman from The Devil Wears Prada. She did the Arezzo campaign, and then the signature boot from the collection has the seam in the middle. I said, wow, that's unbelievable. So this one from Riacho, the one I'm recommending to you, doesn't have the seam in the middle. It has a medium heel. It's not too high or too low. In black. It's hard to see. And I liked it. I thought it was beautiful, guys. I need to check how my boots are. It has a shaft, you see, not so high, like long, but not that much. And let's go, because there's one more pair of shoes that I thought would be in this little shopping haul, and it's this one here. It's for my brother. I bought him a pair of shorts. By the way, guys, I'll talk about this real quick because Netinho is doing some fashion content. So check out his Instagram later, Neto Farapo. Send it to your husbands, boyfriends, brothers, anyway. So denim shorts aren't as trendy now. They're wearing these shorts instead. How can I say this, honey? They're shorter and they're not denim, right? They're above the knee, and I bought some for my brother. He loved them. I already got green, brown, beige, and now I know I got light gray and one more color. But that's it, guys, for the boys. Fashion trends also change for them. I know a lot of men don't really care about these things, but what I also notice from the messages I get is that men are realizing they're being left behind. Because you all are looking amazing. You're buying new clothes every week. You're dressing better. Your self-esteem is way up there. And then the guy starts to feel uncomfortable too. So notice how much the environment shapes us, right? Sometimes the husband tells me to stop posting pretty things because then the wife wants them all. They used to ask me for Netinho to start making content, and now that he has, they're loving it. Men face a lot of difficulty. If many women dislike trying on clothes, imagine how men feel. Imagine going into a Renner, Riachuelo, or C&A store on the weekend. Most people usually shop for clothes then. The store is packed with so many things to try on. You can't just leave there with an outfit, a new look like that, unless you already have a bit of familiarity. I feel like 90% of people have a lot of trouble finding the pieces, so it's really nice that we already give some direction. You already go there with the screenshot and everything. If you can't find a store but want to buy or try on clothes and use a discount coupon, show the screenshot to the salesperson. It's honestly hard to find the clothes. Guys, even I go on Monday, then I come back on Tuesday. They move things around, and even I can't find the things I showed. Imagine you who didn't even know where it was. Guys, the boots, wait, there. At Suede, I also got this belt in black suede and this one here, which is a different shade. What's happening is that Suede is messing with us. They're making a lot of things in suede, but nothing is the same color, like that loafer I told you about in suede, beige with black. Then I bought other jackets here from Riacho. They call it a jacket, but it's more like a shirt. Each one comes in a different color. None of them match the brown of my shoes, and that's it. This belt, I got a darker brown. I bought more because I loved it, and it goes well with another outfit from Riacho. But I also have other things in this shade here and I didn't have the belt, and for black I bought this one. Oh guys, I don't want sardines, no. And also, if you don't notice any difference, that's okay. But remember that I started speech therapy. I feel like I'm speaking a little slower. And the whole time I'm keeping myself in check so I don't speed up. Just a reminder, for those who are used to Rita Saraiva, you saw that YouTube launched the 3.0 speed option. So if you're used to Rita Saraiva, you can set it to 3.0 and go straight to 6.0. If you think I'm speaking a bit slower, you can speed it up. And many of you were already speeding it up. I always sped myself up. I always watched myself at a faster speed, but that's because I'm used to myself. But I'm keeping myself in check. This one is for my brother and this one is for my nephew. Later, I'll open it for you. It's a tip for kids. He's 14 years old. He asked for a mug. I think it's Harry Potter, but I'm not sure. By the way, another tip is for those who are fans of Riachuelo. Actually, who here is a fan of Harry Potter? Take a look for your children, nephews, or whoever you're giving a gift to, because they have a line for this type of character, so there are many options. Actually, they work with several, but they're really strong with Harry Potter. Random fact, I went to a Riachuelo event and there's a boy on the internet who's obsessed with Harry Potter. And he's a huge fan of Riachuelo and he creates a lot of content because Riachuelo is always launching new Harry Potter products. Are you fans of Harry Potter to that extent? I watched it back then but never read the book. It must be great to read all the books. Just a tip, there's lots of Harry Potter stuff at Riachuelo. This shopping haul video is going to be kind of like a live, okay? I'll be showing things randomly and we'll be chatting because as usual, I just kept picking things up. I said, oh, let's just make a video right here and we'll open things and chat afterwards if you want something more focused or something like that. Oh, Rita, I wanted to do a video, like a try-on, since you all request those a lot. I missed the 10 looks with one-piece videos. Any specific piece you want to see? Come tell me what you're having trouble styling or what you'd like to buy. And you think, wow, is it worth buying? Will I be able to coordinate it with my outfits? And then, looking at my references, maybe you'll find the blazer I wore along with those shoes you're thinking about buying. The pants I'm wearing are the style you've been eyeing but aren't sure will suit you. Let me know which piece you want to see since I plan to film jeans today. But honestly, I just wasn't in the mood. Here's a tip about a makeup bag I got from Riachuelo. It's big and kind of funny. My mom always wonders why I carry so much. I don't even know how to do makeup. I just have one of each thing, a blush, a powder, but it still takes up a lot of space. And another thing I found at Riachuelo too, guys, look. Here, my little makeup basket is this mini makeup bag because inside my main makeup bag, there's actually this other one. This separate world of things I don't use often but still need to bring. So there's eye drops. What else? There's a little pair of scissors. There's something to remove makeup. There's a Band-Aid. There's a safety pin, alcohol. These are things I don't use that much. And then inside my other toiletry bag, there wasn't enough space for this case that I found at Riachuelo. So I'm already going to recommend this little case, which I thought was really cute, and the giant toiletry bag from Riachuelo. And let me already give you a recommendation that I just bought again to replace. It's this mascara, guys. It costs $34, $36, $90. It varies around that. And it's really good. It's the one that works miracles. It's getting a bit older now. I didn't fix it much today, but if you apply it well, what kind of mascara is this? I've used much pricier ones. Sometimes, when they launch a collection with stores with Henry and Chuya, they send $1 million mascara here to my house. Guys, none of the ones I got made me say, wow, what kind of mascara is this? And this one that costs just over 30 rays is wonderful. I remember when I was going through a transition, it was really good. When I discovered it, I was getting eyelash extensions. Those who have been following me for a long time remember that eyelash trend. I don't think it's ugly, but honestly, if I went back to doing it, I would do it well. Just a little bit, like back then, remember? The more the better, but when you stop, it doesn't help. It does weaken our lashes a bit. I ended up with almost no lashes, guys. I had so few. I didn't realize it looked that bad. When you're always using it, but when you stop for a while, you really notice what's missing. It's strange not having the lashes you bought and your own aren't great. I looked bad back then, but decided to go without lashes and stick it out. And then a box arrived, I think it was from iBelleza on a web, and I got this mascara. Wow, what a good mascara. Since then, I've kept buying it. Every time it runs out, guys, let me tell you about what happened at Arezzo. I went to the mall with Netinho over the weekend, and then I went into Arezzo and tried on 3 pairs of shoes that I loved. I'll even put them on the screen for you. This navy blue one, this sort of beige one, and this one that looks like a pencil because of the color. It's beige with a burgundy tip. And that one is the kind of flat shoe that many of you usually turn your nose up at. It's a classic from Arezzo. It's inspired by Chanel. It has that vibe at Arezzo, and it's beautiful. Actually, I have this exact model. I have one from Renner, which is cheaper and basically the same. And I also have one with a little heel like this from Arezzo. So I wasn't sure which one to get, but I don't know if I told you all. I sold that other burgundy bag I had, the round one, and got another one. It's not burgundy. So I said, I'm not going to buy the one with the red tip, kind of red, because I don't have a matching bag, and I like everything to match. I also don't have that shade of beige, so I don't have either one. So what happens? I tried on these two loafers, guys. They're beautiful. When I used to see clients, when I had an office, I rented a room inside a clinic that rented out spaces to other professionals. So there was a doctor who worked there. Actually, there were two doctors. There was a guy who did acupuncture, and I was there as a dentist. It was a clinic where I had a room, and inside that room, there was already a tufted sofa. With this leather, you see how it is. Look, it has that thing that's different from regular leather. Some parts are scratched, others are like this. I thought the shoe was amazing, but that's how it is. I was unsure. I also haven't used my navy blue purse much. Oh, guys, where is it? The navy blue one isn't here. Hold on, I'll have to get it to finish this video. Yeah, sure. Natino already wants the link. I know you guys are going to ask. Natino is already going to make a little noise here. She's going to get the links. Guys, this is the navy blue one. I was going to take it since I have a navy blue bag I haven't used much lately. Even though it's not as nice as the beige one, I chose the navy blue so I could use it more. The lady took a while to get it from stock, but I realized I loved it and decided to take it. Then the time came, right? Then just as I was about to pay, the lady arrived with the navy blue one. Then she asked, are you going to take both? I said, oh no, I'll just take one of them. No, take both. Here you go. Up until now, so like it wasn't a problem to take both, so I did. And now what's my tip? I'm leaving a Zezimol coupon here for you, which includes brands like Arezzo, Anacapri, Vans, and more. Check it out later. It's a cool website from the Arezzo group, though some items aren't always available. At Arezzo stores, whenever I check out, I have a helpful shopping tip, though I'm not sure if you see it. I always ask for my 10% discount. I tell the lady, oh ma'am, you have a 10% discount, don't you, from the saleswoman? And this story always works. This time, the lady said, oh ma'am, there isn't one because it's a new collection. I can't give it to you, but if you buy online, there's free shipping and I'll give you the saleswoman's 10%. I said I won't use it now since it was for Sunday, but that's fine. Today is Thursday, and they've already arrived here at my house, these two guys. I've already put together an outfit with this one. I'll put it on the screen for you. I loved it, and I'll be making one with this one soon too. I really liked it. It's so cute. I took advantage of picking up the navy one and brought this one from Riachuelo. I was even talking with the girls from Riachuelo who helped me about how well Riachuelo is doing. Not only with what I showed you, but also if you follow me here on YouTube and Instagram. So many cool clothes they've been getting, like the collection is awesome and how up to date they are. And more than that, the frequency, the recurrence of new things. I visit Riachuelo weekly and always find something new. I check the website daily and always see one or two new pieces. It's amazing. Also, these loafers are really cute. I'm someone who has very blessed feet, you know, those humble feet that fit into anything and never hurt. I can wear uncomfortable shoes. I can wear things that rub with heels, without heels, because my feet are really easygoing. My mom really struggles. She says she would love to wear this kind of shoe, but she can't wear anything. Everything hurts one foot after another. She got a heel spur from wearing flat sandals with no heel, so now she always uses an insole. But I'm really easygoing, so every time people ask me if it's comfortable, for me it is. Because my feet aren't flat, you know? I can wear any kind of shoes, but honestly, this one is really soft. And for example, the one from Arezzo isn't. On my last trips, I took a moccasin from Arezzo that has laces. And guys, I walked a lot. In fact, since we're with leukemia, it makes us even lazier. Taking the subway makes us lazier since you have to fold the stroller, which is full of stuff, and carry it and everything else down. We walked everywhere instead of taking the subway, turning quick rides, 3, 2, or 5 minutes into 20, 30, or 40-minute walks. And I was wearing those moccasins. Since it was easy, it didn't hurt anywhere for me. It could be that these same shoes without wearing tights, which I was since it was cold, years of cold, I was wearing tights, maybe without tights. They might sometimes rub in the back, on the heel, or somewhere else in the shoe. But for how much I walked, the pants I got really worked for me and I really liked them. Let me show you, there are 3. Oh, I wanted to show you a Bordeaux one that I don't know where it is, but this one here, guys, from Riachuelo is the most beautiful thing in the world. I'll leave a photo for you of both this one and the Bordeaux. And then I even made a video because I was in doubt about which one I liked more. Of course, black is black, there's no way around it, but I also feel that at the same time, black is kind of limited to white and gray. If you add red, it gets really black, really heavy red. Orange with black is heavy, purple with black is heavy, and I find it hard to match a lot of really creative things with black. But with these autumn pants in Bordeaux, I tried 6 or 7 different tops from my closet, and everything looked good with them. Between the two, I think the other is easier to match, but what a beautiful pair of pants. Riachuelo always does a great job. Regarding the quality of the polyurethane, regarding the quality of the fake leather, polyurethane, which we call polymethyl methacrylate, isn't that right, Bia? Let's check on Google what this fake leather is. So it imitates, but for me, the imitation has to be as true to the original as possible. There's no point if it's like this. That plasticky thing that looks like leather, that seems like leather, but has nothing to do with it. I like it when it really imitates, and look at this. I thought the quality was fantastic, and the smell, there's very little, just a tiny bit of smell. Also, guys, there's these pants, which are also from Riachuelo, and if I'm not mistaken, I took the tag off. Today, it's a balloon. I still don't know the terminology for balloon with barrel. The difference, I saw that like on Google. Even Google can barely explain what the difference is because both have a balloon shape and then taper in a little. I think if you mistake it for balloon or mistake it for barrel, if it's one or the other, I think it's totally fine. If I'm saying something really wrong, please correct me. If anyone has a definition that makes that trick the thing that distinguishes one pair of pants from another, please explain it to me because honestly, after searching on Google, I couldn't figure out what the big difference between the two is. These pants from Riachuelo are beautiful. The color is really nice. I've started to like this faded black and they fit really well. I already tried them on and loved them. These pants from CNA are such a great find. I even put together 4 different looks with its fit, if I'm not mistaken. It's labeled as Ballon 2 on the tag, and it fits really well. It's a pair of jeans, of course, which isn't my favorite, but it's really denim. Look at this part here. There's just a little bit, which I don't really like, that little strip, that cat hair, and the color looks really nice here. Here I was able to roll it up and wear it with flat shoes. Besides that, we also have this vest from Renner that I styled in a recent look. I'll share it with you, with tights actually. A lot of girls even asked me to create outfits. People are already thinking about Saint João, and some even invited me to go to the parties. So my grandson searched on Google where these parties happen, how they work, what kind of world is this? Because for us here, guys, the closest thing we have to your culture, to Saint João, is a Brill Fest, which is a rodeo. I live in Sorocaba, so there are rodeos near Jundiaí. Have you heard of Jundiaí, Sorocaba, Jundiaí, Capela do Alto? Where else, honey? Arezzo da Serra and other cities in São Paulo's countryside have more rodeos, as they're called. Like Luan Santana one day, Gustavo Lima the next, Jorge and Mateus the next. And then each day there's a really cool show and people go more country with boots, with hats, and then there are women who go in high heels. I don't know how, guys, at this kind of party. The goal is to have fun. Looking good is just a consequence, but the plan is to have fun. Don't wear uncomfortable clothes. Wear something comfortable that makes you feel good so you won't need to sit down with sore feet at the party. Keep that in mind. I put together this outfit with black boots and thought it looked really cute. I'd definitely wear it to a Saint João party, even though I'm not sure it's exactly the right style. I said, guys, do you think it's good? Do you think it's good? Is it okay to go like this? And another thing I want to show you is this trench coat from Riachuelo. Such a great find. I loved it. It has a dropped shoulder. Its color is the traditional trench coat shade, slightly greenish. It fits nicely, has a lining, and has all the features that a trench coat usually has. I liked it, so I'll recommend it to you. And today's final message is about perfectionism. Yesterday, I ended up bringing up the topic of perfectionism on my Instagram because of this setting here, which I want to improve. I asked the architects for tips, and we started discussing this topic. And I'm someone who doesn't consider myself a perfectionist. You must have noticed how I'm not demanding, even though I have a lot of requirements when it comes to the trimmings, the buttons, this and that. But for me to show my work, to promote my work, I never waited for things to be perfect, to be in the best environment, to be in the best setting. In fact, I started here on YouTube, in the hallway of my building. And today, thank God, I have a house that I was able to build. Anyway, we are, always evolving. We are growing. I want to improve. I think it's important. We can't be complacent, lazy, like, oh, it's bad. I'm not really a perfectionist. I'll just do it anyway. And I'll always stay there in my comfort zone. That's not cool. But not doing things because you're not in the best environment or the best moment is always today. Actually, the best moment was 10 years ago, right? We see successful people who have already achieved something in their profession, career, or life. That person may already have 5, 10, 20, or even 30 years of behind-the-scenes experience. And in fact, it could be that she caught a good wave when she started, that she was lucky to be there at the right moment, at the right time. I see it for myself. I started here on the internet 5 years ago, and I think I caught a good wave, right? So much so that today YouTube has changed the way of monetization, the way of growing, it's changed. But then other platforms came along and other people caught a boom and they were lucky with that boom. Today, for you to start, everything is a bit harder, but 10 years ago, it was definitely even easier. When I started, the truth is that everything was easier before, and if you're starting now, it's going to be harder. So deal with it, be content with what you have, but start with what you need. A follower replied to the message I mentioned yesterday saying, Rita, that was for me. I know she works in healthcare, though I'm not sure if she's a biomedical professional. She does aesthetic procedures, or so she said. I've always worked for franchises, and the room and environment are beautiful, but now she wants her own room. She's worried there's no backdrop, so her recording won't look good and she won't promote it. If she stops recording, the promotion really won't work in this room. Because today, professionals are found on social media, they're not found in the yellow pages anymore. Even with word of mouth recommendations, when we suggest a doctor or professional we like, we still check their social media. And then we check out the doctor's values, how they dress, their life. All of that is a deciding factor for us to choose that professional. It's a really crazy thing, maybe even more superficial, or maybe not, because before we used to go without even knowing what the person looked like, and that was fine. But today, having this possibility with so many great professionals around here and out there, which one do you choose? And unfortunately or fortunately, social media is a big tool. So my tip, if you want to promote your work, and I strongly recommend that you do, start with when you start making a little money with this, buy a better phone. I recommend an iPhone. It doesn't have to be the top of the line, but Instagram, the platform was made to be used. The iPhone is impressive, even compared to top Samsung or Motorola phones. Stories don't look as good on other phones as they do on any iPhone, so I suggest getting an iPhone for Instagram compatibility and the microphone. Guys, speak up, be yourself, don't try to please anyone, and then everyone has their place in the sun. I think there are a lot of people doing everything, you know? And when I talk here about promoting, about working, about showing yourself, it's for you to grow in your work. I'm not saying you need to be a fashion blogger, that you need to create a YouTube channel to talk about fashion. And if you want to, you're welcome. I'm here. Whatever I can do to help you, just let me know here. But what I mean by this is that people need to stop procrastinating. And this message ends up encouraging that. Since I work with the internet, like, oh, grab your phone, grab the microphone. But not everyone wants to promote themselves or put themselves out there on the internet. And that's totally fine too. But give your best at your job and stop procrastinating and making excuses. So I know that learning English is hard. I know that taking a new course, a postgraduate program, reading more, all of it is hard. I've seen how much my life has changed in the 2 years and 4 months since I had a baby. And then I say, I even started speech therapy, I told you guys, right? Are you crazy about the video? So I sent a message to the speech therapist. Like, I want to get better, I want to improve myself, and I know it depends on me studying here at home. It's no use just in that 1 hour when she talks to me and gives me some tips. That's not enough. I need to practice at home and keep myself accountable, but I don't feel like doing the exercises. I want to tell her to solve my problem in that 1 hour since I have little time left today. I don't have much leisure time, my free time is so scarce, and then during that time I want to choose what I want to do, and I know that we're always in a rush. Most of my followers are mothers and wives who work and manage their homes. I'm in a good situation. Even with a small baby, my child doesn't attend school yet. My mother-in-law helps 3 times a week and my helper comes daily, so I don't do housework. That helps a lot, yet I'm still tired. Imagine those doing much more than I am. But we will have to prioritize some things in life so we can have what we want. So prioritize what you want in your life. I know that in our free time, we don't want to do things that make us think. The brain is lazy, as you say. It tries to keep us comfortable in our comfort zones. But just today, I heard a message that we've already gone through 20% of the year and we still have a lot to do in the remaining 80%. Let's not wait for the year to end and say, wow, I didn't do anything I promised. Because the beginning of the year is much more likely to work out. And if we make things happen for the rest of the year, then we just go on autopilot, right? In December, when August and September start, things get crazy and soon it's the end of the year. Soon you'll start seeing Pascal eggs, Colombo and Pascal, and then the year is over. That's the truth. The year goes by really fast, but take advantage of this energy and make things happen. And whatever I can help with, count on me. Big kiss, stop waiting for things to be perfect, and let's go for it. Leave lots of stars if you made it to the end, and see you in the next video.